medicine in general. Um, as I've said, medicine is not as of a narrow career pathway as one might think. There's all sorts of career options that you can take as a medical student. So obviously, the end point of medical school is to get licensed by the GMC, get your medical license, and practice as a doctor. But afterwards, you are able to kind of diverge into different fields. You can go into different specialties or become a family doctor or do all sorts of stuff. However, the career pathway is becoming increasingly versatile nowadays. And so medicine isn't just strictly to become a doctor. I've been to many conferences and I've met many different professionals and many different doctors who are starting to get into all sorts of fields, including medtech entrepreneurship. In fact, UCL, where I'm studying at, we have a very, very large medical technology society where we focus on AI and using all sorts of medical technologies to make healthcare better. I've also met people who are doctors, but are also people who are into medical legal law. And in fact, in UCL, there's all sorts of professors and really high-ranking doctors who are working very hard in improving medical education, not only in the UK but also in internationally. So I've met this one UCL professor who's a GP consultant who's also working with really high authorities in the UAE and in Thailand to open up new medical schools. But of course, as I've said, I'm very interested in research, and research is always an option for people who are interested in medicine, whether that's clinical or biomedical research. I've heard a lot of you are interested in finance. That is not completely out of the scope of medicine. If you guys didn't know, actually, one of the former presidents of the World Bank used to be a doctor who graduated in the US. Um, he was very, if I remember correctly, into um, he was very into the concept of alleviating poverty after working as a doctor in all sorts of less developed countries, and he moved his way up into becoming now the former World Bank president. So yeah, so a quick um, that's just a really, really quick presentation of what medicine is like, uh, of how vast medicine can be, and all of these career options that are available to you if you are interested in medicine. If not, no worries. But yeah, does anyone have? Of course, before I get into the questions, just so you know, in the actual 2 day course, in the full medicine course, which I will be one of the training providers for, we will be going into more depth in all of these topics across.